Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Hoops and Hot Takes podcast. So, as you guys might know, we've been starting to post a little bit more shorts with our daily predictions and stuff. And yeah, I must say, our predictions haven't been all that accurate. I think as a group, we've been hitting at about like 60% to be generous,
Nah, nah, nah.
higher or lower.
Higher. At least I know
Higher,
I'm
really?
higher. I know I'm higher.
No, I'm saying group as total.
Well,
Because
that's
I know
because
Zach
Zach is
has,
single-handedly bringing it down.
yeah, it is a good thing our channel is called Hoops and Hot Takes, not Hoops and Good Takes, because there have been some bad takes in
Yeah.
those clips.
No, Zach really went 0 for 4 day one.
Zach went 0 for 4. He got so mad that he didn't even like he refused to send us a clip the next day. All right. Well, yeah. So we're recording this Monday night, Tuesday morning. That's technically Tuesday morning here, but yeah. Right after the Nuggets Wolves game ended about 2 hours ago or an hour and a half ago.
Like an hour and
About
a
an hour
half
and a
ago,
half.
yeah.
Yeah, about an hour and a half ago. So yeah, we're just gonna give you a recap of everything that's went on and then just talk a little about each game and what we think is gonna happen from now on. Let's get started.
Yeah, we're going series by series so far. So some of them have
Mhm.
played 2 games, some of them played one. We're just gonna,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
talk about. Okay. Yeah. So
So
Cavs Raptors, I mean, they were the first teams to
right.
play, and
Mhm.
today they obviously played their second game as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the main talking point here is just like uh Emmanuel Quickly's injury has obviously been big, right?
hmm
Uh, it gives the Raptors are at like a huge disadvantage when it comes to like 3 point shooting and just like volume of offense because their point guard is down. But like I think the main issue is still just like they can't stop anyone, right?
hmm
Uh, I think Donovan Mitchell's at like what back to back 30 point games.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, like with Donovan Mitchell, like him having 30 point games doesn't always matter. I'm pretty sure he averaged 40 against the Pacers last year, and they lost in five, right?
Yeah, like
Because
close to
like
40. Yeah.
if you're letting him score 40 at the expense of everyone else, right? So if it's like an inefficient 40, like I remember last season, if I remember correctly, game one against the Pacers, he I believe had 50, or was it game two? Let me check. Uh, yeah, game two, he had 48, right? But oh wait, no, this was actually a good 48. I'm thinking of game one. Game one, I think he had 30 something.
Mm.
He had 33 and he was 1 for 11 from three. He shot 43% from the field. He was 13 for 30, right? So
hmm
like you can have him drop 30 on you, but you want an inefficient 30 where he's only giving out 4 assists and he's turning the ball. Well, he didn't have any turnovers, but like you want to limit his passing. You can let him score, but you want it to be an inefficient night where he's hogging up all the shots. That's not what happened today, right? Today
hmm
he tonight he was 55% from the field, 4 of 7 from three, right? Not the best passing night, but now you have Harden who can get the ball around, get the ball out, get the ball around. I think Harden just another back-to-back good games. Max Struess has had 22 games in a row. I believe. No, this is the wrong game. No, okay, Max Strus did not have 20 again. But Evan Mobley has definitely stepped it up massively
hmm
against the Raptors. And like, I don't know if it's Evan Mobley playing better or if it's just like the Raptors can't guard him, right? Uh, but just like the Raptors cannot stop the Cavs. Harden had 28 today, had 5 steals, and
Yeah.
like
Oh,
uh
oops.
the Raptors just aren't aggressive enough. Scotty had 26, 4, and 5 today. A good game. But like so back to back 20 point games from him, but just like down the stretch when you need him a lot, right? He's the kind of player he shows up when he's comfortable showing up. he doesn't show up when you need him. Would you agree with that?
Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Scotty
Sure.
shows
Yeah.
up when it's comfortable for him, when it's okay, like he shows up. But if you need, he doesn't always show up when you need him. Yeah,
Hmm.
and then on top of that, Brandon Ingram was just awful today.
Yeah.
He had 7 points, shot 20% from the field, was 3 of 15. It's just unacceptable. He had 5 turnovers. Like this is the guy that you're counting on in the clutch to get you buckets, and he had 7 points. Like you just can't have that. Last game, 17 wasn't great either. It was a little bit was more efficient and didn't turn the ball over as much. But like,
Hmm.
yeah, this game was just this is a terrible game for him. Now, looking ahead, or do you have anything to say before we look ahead?
Yeah. I actually just recently saw something. Was Ryan, one of our co-hosts who isn't here today, reacting to me talking about Nikola Jokic back in 2022. And he said
And
there's something wrong with me. Thought
uh-huh,
that was kind of interesting. This is something actually Josh said.
right. So do you want to talk about this series?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? We're getting our feelings hurt for something that happened 4 years ago. Lock
Okay.
in.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean this series kind of what we've expected, you know. Uh the Cavs are just a much better team. I mean, if we're just talking about roster build up wise, like
Mhm.
it, the Cavs do have a bit of argument to be like honestly like a top three roster in the league. The main problem that people have with the Cavs is just they haven't proven themselves um, to be able to go far in the playoffs. That means like this current roster, they just haven't really done that with Mitchell and just at Mobley and Allen. They've never made it past second round. And Harden being Harden, having his you know bad career playoff games as well. So that's why I think people don't trust the Cavs that much. But just in terms of pure roster, like it's great. And like Josh was saying, like yeah, the Raptors just can't guard um the Cavs at all. I mean, Mitchell and Harden are just taking turns, like literally just having their way, doing whatever. Harden looks great. And I think as a
Harden
result,
does look
Evan
great.
Mobley also looks great. Like Evan Mobley, if you're watching the game, it doesn't actually seem like he's doing all that much. It's very
Hmm.
quiet, like 25 and 8. But it's just because
Right.
he's getting like such easy kind of looks because Harden and Mitchell are just like
Right.
dominating
And
on
I
the
mean,
perimeter.
like we've known this. Harden
Yeah,
makes the big men he plays with a lot better.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, and for the Raptors, I mean, Brandon Ingram, first game did not get many shots up.
Hmm.
And he came out actually after the game saying, "Oh, I feel like I need more shots. I need the ball a little more. I think we'll do better." And today he did get that, and he was essentially like 2 for like 13 at one point, and I think he hit like a three at the end. It didn't really matter. Um, but yeah,
Mm.
he had an awful shooting night. A lot of good looks, they just didn't fall, and I guess it does happen, but like that just cannot happen.
Right.
Um, if you want to stay competitive and win against a team that's just much better than you, like your stars need to show up. Scotty
Mm.
Barnes and Brandon Ingram did not. And yeah, like we said, quickly isn't playing, but like, like next game, in order for the Raptors to stay alive in the series, either Scotty Barnes or Brandon Ingram has to go off, if not both of them. So, and we just haven't
Mm.
seen that so far. Yeah, it's been really easy for the Cavs. Like both games, you look at the final score, it's like, oh, it's actually like somewhat close. No, it wasn't close. You're watching the game, it wasn't close. Yeah.
Hmm. And like I'm looking at these turnovers he had. Like obviously he had an offensive foul in there, but like
Hmm.
most of these are just he's losing his dribble.
Hmm.
Like, he's losing the ball out of bounds. So yeah, I mean like we expected more.
Did we expect more?
I think from Brandon Ingram, yeah. Like we didn't
Oh, from
expect more
Ingram,
from the
yeah.
Cavs. I think this is about what we expected from the Cavs. But
Mm,
I expected this kind of game from like RJ Barrett or Emmanuel quickly, not from Brandon Ingram.
mm. Uh, I don't know. I don't think Brandon Ingram is all that much of a playoff player. He's a clutch player. Yeah, like Brandon Miller, not Brandon Miller, Brandon Ingram. I mean, he's been clutch, but like in the playoffs, he just hasn't really done all that much. Um, I mean, what playoff experience does he have? A little bit with the Lakers when he was
Mm.
really young,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like maybe 1 year
Were the Pelicans not in the playoffs? Like,
for
oh,
like
he
a
got
year
traded
as well.
last year, but he was already on the Raptors.
No, he was with the Pelicans for a year under playoffs, I think. The year they lost the Suns.
Lost to the Suns.
Yeah, the year the Suns were like the second seed.
Oh, against the Nuggets, right? Or no?
Uh,
Was that the year that they played the Nuggets?
that was the year. No, that year the Nuggets were the fourth seed and played.
Was this the Warriors year?
That was the year the Suns lost to the. Shoot,
Mavericks?
was it the Mavericks? I think it might have been the Mavericks.
And then the
Chris Paul
Mavericks
hits a
lost to
huge
the
three to
Warriors?
cut the lead to 42.
Yeah.
That's the
And then
Mavericks.
did the Mavericks lose to the
The Warriors.
Warriors?
Yeah,
Right, and the Warriors won it all.
yeah, yeah. So 2022. That year, what the it was Suns were second seed. They
Mm-hmm.
played the Pelicans, or they were the first seed and played the
Mm-hmm.
Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Warriors were third seed. They played the Nuggets, who were sixth seed.
All right. Well, anyways, back to this series. Uh,
Yeah, they were the first seed. The Suns were the first seed because then they played the Mavericks in the second round. Mavericks sort of 4-5 game against the Jazz.
mm, all right.
And then who
Anyways,
was
back to this series. Back to this series. What happened that year does not actually matter that much. Point is, Brandon Ingram, terrible game. Brandon Ingram, lock in. Uh, but yeah, next game, game three is going to be uh in Toronto. What are we thinking?
Yeah, I think Toronto has to win this game, but I
Mhm.
don't think they will. I have the Cavs in five. I think Toronto will win game four.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with right now too.
Yeah.
And I see game three being close, like actually close, not like this kind where scores close, not games are actually close. I think game three will be close. Just like in your own atmosphere, like in your own home, you're sleeping in your own bed. You have a home crowd. It'll be close. But I think the Cavs are going to pull it out, and then I think Raptors might blow them out game four. Uh, just like the Cavs will be up 3-0.
Hmm.
Raptors will be down 3-0. Cavs might be looking ahead a little bit
Hmm.
because, yeah. Uh, and I could see them getting caught off guard game four. And then game five, the Cavs will probably get the job done.
Yeah.
Probably won't be that close either.
Yeah, that's kind of how I see it as well.
All right. All right. Then I think we can move on. Wait, actually, go back. I have one more thing. It's just like we said before the series. James Harden when he plays an opponent, he's worse than he beats down. He beats down hard, and I think this is the hard beatdown. I think we're seeing that right now.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, he hasn't had like an insane game. He's just been playing really good though. Like,
yeah, exactly. He's been playing really well. He's
yeah.
helping the team play really well. Yeah, Wolves Nuggets, man, what a game today! What a game.
Hmm.
Uh,
The games today were all pretty good.
yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, Anthony Edwards is unbelievable, but so
Right.
is Rudy Gobert. Honestly, I think at end of the game, Rudy Gobert might have been the Wolves' best player. He's playing like
Uh, he
great
played
defense on
well at the
Jokic.
end. For
Yeah,
most of
like
the
at
game, he
the
wasn't good.
yeah, but at the end he was amazing.
Yeah.
Like played very well, very good defense on Jokic. Had a few big buckets at the end, big rebounds. Yeah,
Yeah, he actually almost got like multiple offensive boards
yeah.
on Jokic. And Jokic is like one of the best rebounders, especially defensive
Hmm.
rebound.
Right. And then obviously Ant and Randall, both amazing. 24 for Randall, 30 for Ant. Randall had 9 rebounds, 6 assists. Ant also had 10 rebounds. Wow, I must say, quite an inefficient game for Ant. 3 for 11 from three, 10 for
Hmm
25 from the field. Uh, but I mean, Ant's just not a very efficient player.
Mm.
Would you agree?
Well, in the first quarter, he started off really slow.
Mhm.
And then the second half, he was also like his shot wasn't falling. So, but he did what he needed to do. I think the main thing
Mhm.
is after the Nuggets went up like 19 at the start of the
Right.
second, um, Anthony Edwards like single-handedly kind of brought the Timberwolves back. Actually, not, I want to say single-handedly, but he was really able to drive inside. The main problem
Mhm.
why the Timberwolves were down so much in the first quarter and the early second, they had nothing going inside. So what they were doing was they were just chucking up threes and they weren't making them. But
Right.
Anthony Edwards is really able to open up the game for them by constantly attacking Jokic and pick and roll, able to get a lot of good looks around the rim, and he made a lot of them. And then the
Mhm.
Timberwolves just couldn't miss. Right. Then they hit like six threes in a row, and all of a sudden it was a tie game. Right. So
Right.
Anthony Edwards doing that in the second quarter, um, that kind of brought them back into the game. So like yeah, like I'd say that was probably like how he won them the game. Second half, I don't think he actually did as much. It was more Dante DiVincenzo hitting like
Hmm.
timely shots, and
Right.
DiVincenzo also played great on defense, got a lot of big boards and stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Now that I'm
Gobert as
looking
well.
at
Gobert got
Gobert's
big stops.
stats,
Yeah,
Gobert's stats were not good. He only had 2 points. But I
yeah,
mean, I just feel
Gobert.
like
Yeah,
his presence in the game, like especially in
mhm.
the end, was definitely felt though.
Yeah, because he had foul trouble, so he didn't play very much. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, and the fourth quarter, his presence was great. The numbers aren't going to show it though. Yeah, just because
Now,
he didn't play very well.
Anthony Edwards did not have great presence in the fourth. He had 2 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. In the fourth quarter, he didn't do all that much. He was getting pretty tired. He was had to carry very much in the first half, second
Mhm.
quarter, and also, I mean, he's just coming back as well, right? Like he hasn't really been
Yeah,
playing basketball, and his knee also isn't
right.
great. So yeah,
Yeah, but Dante and Randall were both very good.
yeah,
Randall had Randall had 6 in the fourth, 5 rebounds. Dante had 7. He had a big three at the end of the game.
hmm yeah. I want to like,
Uh,
even though, sorry, yeah,
no, no, you go first. You go first.
yeah, like I want to say, like, even though Jamal Murray was great in the first half, and you just look at the box score and you'll be like, oh, he had a great game. In fact, if you look at like the real rating, I'm pretty sure he has like the highest today among all players. I actually think he kind of sold the game. In the second
Mhm.
half, I mean, he was hot, so I understand that he like wanted to put up those shots. The second
Right.
half, he was a straight brick, and he took a lot of bad shots. I get that he was making them in the
Mhm.
first half, but like he kind of just like he had to calm down, slow down, get into the better spots, get better looks.
Mhm.
He was taking some awful
Mhm.
shots that really cost the game. He wasn't making them right. If you made them, that's another thing, but he wasn't making them. And like even that last shot that he took at the end, I didn't take too much issue with Adam and not calling a timeout. But then like you got to
Mhm.
get a better shot than that, right? Like Jamal Murray, you had Rudy Gobert 1-on-1. Right. This is when you kind of ISO, right? You have time. He just like straight up just like told it. Like
Mhm.
on Rudy Gobert with hand at his face. Like a long two. That's just not a good shot. You're down three. So like no problem going with two. Like quick two, easy two. That's not a quick or easy two. So
Right.
yeah.
In fact, I think he might have thought it was a three
Not
because
there's
it was
no
a
way. He
long.
was it wasn't like foot on the line. He was still like a step inside. And he's an NBA player.
No,
There's no way he was
I
like,
think
that's a
he
three.
thought he was taking a three, and then he realized, but it was too late because
I
he picked
doubt
up his
that.
dribble and
NBA
taking a
players have the
step, so he kind of
instincts.
had to
They
shoot.
should know where they're at. Like if your foot is on the line, that's another thing. But you're like a full like step
Mhm.
inside. I think he knew it was a two. I just think he was thinking, let me
Maybe.
just get this quick shot up. Like we already wasted like 10 seconds, which they did. But
Right.
like it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. And Jokic
Uh,
had a great third quarter, but like fourth quarter was also like too passive, wasn't making his shots.
right.
So
I remember like there was a he passed to Christian Brown where he
yeah.
could have just shot it.
Hmm.
Does this game change what you think about the series, or is it still Nuggets in five?
Yeah, so I had Nuggets in five and now I have Nuggets in six.
Now it's Nuggets in six.
Yeah, because I had Nuggets winning the first two games.
Hmm.
But
So
yeah.
actually, I think this. So mine hasn't changed at all. I had Nuggets winning. I had Wolves winning game one and Nuggets winning game two. It just got flipped. So I think Wolves in seven is still very much in play here. And I think that today the Wolves definitely proved. Actually, not just today. Today and yesterday, the Wolves definitely proved that they can hang with the Nuggets. Uh, Now I think a lot depends on Ant getting healthier. Uh, he has to he like it depends on him trending in the right direction. Otherwise, it could be very tough for them. But I think today's a good sign.
Yeah, I guess it was a good sign for the Timberwolves, especially with like how they started. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I still think the Nuggets are gonna win this series. Yeah, just the better team. Because
Mm-hmm.
Jokic, quite frankly, other than the third quarter, was pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just don't think that's
All
gonna
right.
happen again. Aaron Gordon wasn't great either. Right,
I mean, he hit a big shot, but yeah.
he had one big shot. The rest of the game, he wasn't good. Just like I think the Nuggets definitely underperformed, and the Timberwolves
Mm-hmm.
like might have overperformed. I think if they're completely healthy, this is like what they should do. But like knowing that Ant isn't fully healthy, I definitely think they did overperform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Jaden McDaniels was not good this game though.
yeah, McDaniels wasn't great. He wasn't great
I
last game
didn't.
either. They were
Mhm.
leaving him open. He put up a lot of points last game, game one, but like he wasn't doing very much. Yeah,
All right, next game.
yeah. Another very interesting series so far. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably these two are probably the two most interesting so far.
Hmm. Honestly, congrats to the Hawks. I did not think they were going to take a game in MSG. Uh, I did think this game was going to be closer than last game because last game, they just Nikhil Alexander Walker and Jalen Johnson just weren't very good in game one,
Hmm.
and I guess they still weren't that good this game.
They
This
weren't. Yeah.
game, well, Nikhil had 9 points, he had six assists, but I think it's just uh, like I think this is a very similar situation with Cavs Raptors, where you have like a four, where you have a first option who's kind of like a do it all kind of guy and just not a very good like scorer when
Hmm.
you need a bucket. And so you bring in a veteran, right? The difference is the Hawks veteran showed up. McCollum was fantastic. 32
Hmm.
points, six assists. Like he was everything the Hawks could have hoped for. Honestly, he was probably the best player of this game. I know Brunson had 29 and seven, but he was super inefficient. Four for 10 from three was okay, but he was 10 for 26 from the field. Uh, yeah, honestly, couldn't have asked for a better game from CJ McCollum. He just does this from time to time. But like, yeah. Also, Kaminga played great too.
Yeah.
Obviously, for his minutes, 19 is it's okay, but like big improvement from last game. I think him playing bad last game was a big reason why they lost. They definitely lost his minutes, but today he was a plus 10.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. I think like you said, CJ McCollum was the best player today. He didn't miss those
Mhm.
two free throws at the end. That you know that could have sold them
Right,
the game, right?
right, right,
Uh,
right.
But I mean, he was great, right? Like, it goes to the point where like the New York fans were like, like turned him into like the villain, right? Um,
Mm.
so CJ McCollum was great today. Kaminga was great today, like you said. Um, like yeah, like
Well, I don't
19
know about
points,
great,
that's
but he
great.
was good.
No, Kaminga was really good. Like
Was
I
he?
I I thought Kaminga was really really great because when he was in the game, at least in the second half when they went on that run and in the third at end of the third and kind of the beginning of the fourth quarter. I mean, he still played towards the closing minutes, but from that stretch and the, at the beginning of the fourth quarter, he really led like kind of that start of the Hawks kind of um run to win the game.
Hmm.
I mean, he got like a huge block, he got a huge steal. He was attacking the rim a lot on Brunson and just kind of chipping away. So he really set the
Mm.
tone and the momentum for the Hawks in the fourth quarter. Jalen Johnson, like you said, not the best game. In the first half, he had 4 points. He had zero field goal made, but he was able to like be a threat in the second half. Also, just like attack the rim. And Nikhil Alexander Walker also like 9 points, not great, but he was great defensively. So just like I think this is very encouraging for the Hawks. Like it was CJ McCollum gonna get you some buckets, and everyone else just like hustling like far harder than the Knicks in the second half at
Hmm.
least. Because the first game, it's like if the Hawks want to win this series, they're younger, they're faster. They're not bigger, but like they're younger and faster. Like they need to out hustle, play at a faster pace than the Knicks. Like that's to their advantage. I think in the regular season they were
Hmm.
like fifth best and like in pace and like fast break points and those kind of stuff, right? And the Knicks are pretty low.
Hmm.
Knicks been pretty slow. They're able to speed up the game. Um, they're able to do well. First game they did that, but they just lost. They just like weren't there. But this game they were able to play up to their strengths. So I think it was really encouraging for the Hawks. I think this is why so many people have the series going to 6 or 7. Um, and I mean Brunson also don't be mistaken. Like he had 29 and 7. He was pretty terrible. He hit like three threes at the end. Before that, he was like 1 for like 8 from three, something like that. Like he wasn't good. He was clutch at the end, but that was kind of it. Carl Anthony Towns, as we expected. Josh Hart was great. Josh Hart played really good. OG played pretty good, but the Knicks is like, yeah, yikes.
Hmm. Yeah. Also, another thing is just like I think Cat wasn't as good this game.
Yeah, no,
Um,
not at all.
I think like last game during clutch time, or not even clutch time, but like there's certain moments in the game where like you're going on a run or the other team's going on a run, you get like a big bucket, right? I
Hmm.
think Cat was doing that a lot last game, not as much this game. Honestly, I think one of the big reasons is this game. So last game they were playing Mo Gay as their backup center. Today
Yeah,
he only got 5 minutes. I think after 5 minutes, Hawks coach realized, hey, who's the Hawks coach again? What's his name?
Quinn Snyder.
Yeah, Quinn Snyder. Quinn Snyder realized, it's not the move.
Yeah,
Uh, so he put in Tony Bradley.
yeah,
And Tony Bradley, believe it or not, has some experience against Cat with the Pacers last year.
yeah.
And actually, I think he did a pretty good job.
He
He was
did.
a
Yeah,
+7 in his minutes.
yeah,
And I think he's a big reason why it's like uh, Cat had just a worse game.
yeah, yeah. You actually you nailed it on the head right there. Mo Gay, terrible. When Cat had 18 points, I feel pretty confident. I don't have the numbers written down or like I don't have it pulled up, but I'm pretty sure 8 of Cat's 18 points came in those 5 minutes against Mo Gay. Like he was frying Mo Gay, you know?
Hmm.
And it wasn't even like he was like, like beating him like, like in the post. He was just getting the board over him. He was getting offensive rebound just put back. I was like, this is the easiest buckets ever. Where is you? Or like, where are you, Mo Gay? Like Mo Gay 5 minutes. Like,
Hmm.
I guess it's only 5 minutes.
Well, I will say
Zero
this.
stats.
I will say this. Okay, first of all, he had zero stats.
Yeah,
Second of all, Mo Gay played his most amount of minutes in the third quarter. Played 2.5 minutes in the third quarter. Cat had 18 points. 14 of those points came in the third quarter.
it's exactly my point. Yeah, so
And
those were the
then and
numbers.
then
Those
Mo
were the
Gay,
numbers. Yeah,
Mo Gay did not play at all in the fourth. Cat did nothing in the fourth. Cat actually put up no stats in the fourth quarter. In seven
yeah,
minutes, he had 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks. It was -10.
Hmm. And this is honestly like the same problem the Knicks had last season. Like we get that the Knicks, right? Everyone says the Knicks are a clutch team, and I guess they are. In the fourth quarter, like I think the stat is they have the best fourth quarter point differential in the league, right? And they say like if the Knicks are going into the fourth with a lead, they're probably winning this game. All those things are
Mhm.
true. They're still far too reliant on Jalen Brunson in the clutch. He's like the only one who's
Mhm.
actually creating anything in the clutch. And Karl Anthony Towns,
Mhm.
maybe I'm just a hater, but like this guy does not create his own shot. He either chucks a shot from like 30 feet, and like I give he's like a decent shooter, or he
Right.
like gets like the easy like
Honestly,
put back.
like, yeah, in the clutch, like, obviously, Cat is better than Miles Turner, right?
Hmm.
But like in the clutch, they're not very different.
Hmm.
In fact, I think Miles Turner might be better in the clutch just because he's a little bit better of a defender.
Hmm.
But yeah, um,
Yeah. So this is an interesting matchup to just like follow for the rest of the
yeah,
series. The big men,
mhm,
Okongwu and Tony Bradley versus, Cat and Mitchell Robinson.
right.
I think so far Okongwu has kind of had I wouldn't want to say he's had the best of Cat, but like obviously Cat is somewhat of a star player, right? At
Mhm,
least he has like the name that kind of backs stuff. Like people know of Karl Anthony Towns, right? He's been an all-star. He was the first overall pick versus Okongwu, who is like, a role player. I think Okongwu has played up to his game
mhm,
and played maybe even surpassed what he normally plays. And then Cat has definitely like not played up to expectations. So in that sense, Okongwu is winning that matchup, even though maybe Cat's still like slightly better or whatever.
mhm. And
Mm.
honestly, I think like Cat puts up a lot of empty numbers.
Yeah, he does.
Like his his numbers are not the most impressive.
Hmm.
All
Hmm.
right.
We also need uh Mikal Bridges to hit his
Mhm,
shots. I mean, he
mhm,
missed that last shot to win the game, but also just like he
mhm,
just hasn't been making his shots the entire series. I give this only been 2 games, but yeah, Josh Hart, great. Jalen Brunson, okay, playing up to standard. Everyone else needs to step
mhm,
up.
mhm.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think like Jalen Brunson needs to take advantage of this because this is one of the easier guard matchups he's going to see on his way to like if they're going to make a finals run, like all respect to Dyson Daniels, but he's one of the easier guards that he'll play,
Then
right?
Nikhil
Because
Alexander Walker.
next round he's going to be playing Derek White, and Derek White is a lot harder to get around, a lot harder to score on, right? Like, you would agree with that, right?
Then Nikhil Alexander Walker. Yeah, I guess.
Than Dyson Daniels,
Then yeah, I guess like then both of them. Yeah.
yeah. And like obviously he doesn't have to deal with Nemhard this year. And then who would he have to face? Like if the Pistons come out, he would have to face Asar. If it's the Magic, he'd have to face Jalen Suggs. Uh, and the Raptors probably aren't going to make it out. The Cavs, who do the Cavs have? I guess the Cavs. Who's the Cavs have Keon Ellis. I think
Right, but
Dyson's
Keon
probably
isn't
better than
going to
Keon.
start.
Right. So I
Yeah.
think they're probably praying for the Cavs then. But yeah, I'm just like saying like
No, because Harden and Mitchell are going to fry like what?
yeah, probably.
Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG
Yeah.
Anunoby. Yeah. Well, I don't want to say fry, but like, yeah, they're better.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Well,
how
update.
does this change your outlook for this series?
No, I think I had Knicks in six. Did I have Knicks in six or Knicks in
Mhm.
seven? I think I had Knicks in six. I still have Knicks in six.
Right. I took Knicks in six. I'm leaning towards Knicks in seven now. I don't want to overreact, but the players on the Hawks that are supposed to be good have been having some bad games. And I think like these are like more of their young players, right? Like Jalen Johnson, Kill Alexander Walker. Oh yeah. We'll talk about this later, but Zachary Reese pulled a DNP today. not can't say I'm surprised, but yeah. Okay, back to the thing I was talking about. Uh, like the Hawks' young players have not been playing great. Johnson, he was okay. Alexander Walker was awful. But like these are like kind of like young players that when they go home, go back to like a more familiar environment, like I think they will have better games. And honestly, I think I'm not sure the Knicks players will, right? So I can definitely see the Hawks pushing this to seven. And in game seven, I'm leaning towards the Knicks, but Hawks in seven is definitely in play here.
Hmm.
Do you think I'm overreacting?
I think slightly. I mean, I do think the Hawks could win the series. I'm still like I'd say
Yeah,
it's
but I think my main thing
70-30.
is just that I think Jalen Johnson and Nikhil Alexander Walker can both play better.
But so can Brunson and OG
But
and
but
McCall.
I don't think Brunson like really plays better. Or OG, yeah, I guess. I guess both teams could play better.
Yeah, it's been a very fast, fast pace, but the scores
Mhm.
are haven't been really high. Both teams have been shooting
Mhm.
pretty inefficiently because it's been really fast, kind of chaotic. The game's been really chaotic. Um, and then I mean, defense is obviously the intensity is much higher than they're probably used to in the regular season. So yeah,
Mhm.
both teams could play better, but we'll see. The defense has been great though. Like I'd say that in general, like these playoffs, um, the defense has been great, and the
Mhm.
scores reflected much lower than regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thoughts on number one overall pick Zachary Risacher getting 0 minutes?
yeah. Like I actually did not even notice that. I kind of just forgot he existed, and I was kind of
Mhm.
like I want to say I was high on him, but like I liked him enough because I like 3-and-D players. But
Mhm.
yeah, a little disappointing for sure.
Is he a bust?
At this point, yeah, it's the first overall pick.
Yeah, unfortunate. But honestly, I think it was just like very strange that the Hawks took him in the first place.
There weren't that many options. It was a weak draft class. Well, Alex
Right, but
Carr.
like think about this Hawks team with like Stefan Castle or uh Alex Sarr or even like imagine they had Zach Edey to go up against Cat.
They have a Kongwu.
Right, but Okongwu is giving up a lot of size on Cat. And imagine instead of having to play Tony Bradley as your backup, you had Zach Edey.
I guess, yeah.
All right, I guess I don't know, Zach. The point is not Zach Edey. The point is more of like Matas Buzelis or like Alex Sarr or even Castle.
Oh, Buzelis would be interesting.
But yeah, I just feel like this was such a bad pick, and it was such a predictably bad pick. Like we knew, like we took Zachary Risache, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, this guy's just gonna be a mid-role player at best," and he's not even that. Like he had no star ceiling. Did you see a star ceiling when he got drafted?
Not really, but like I think you did expect him to be like a Mikal Bridges.
I don't know. And like, I mean, he had a few good games last year. Don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure like Christmas game. I don't remember who they played, but didn't he pop off on Christmas last year?
Yeah, you can get hot. I mean, he's a 3-and-D. You can hit his threes sometimes. This season, I actually think he's been not as good as he was the prior season.
No, I definitely agree.
Yeah, I mean, he's also just getting less play time. So
Hmm.
yeah, maybe it's time to move on. Get him on a team that could use him and develop him a little bit more. Maybe like the Brooklyn Nets or
Mhm.
something.
Oh no, last year in April against the Brooklyn Nets, he had 38 points.
Mm.
Interesting.
So I'm still rooting for him though. So
Hmm.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
But
let's
I
move on
still
to
have
the next
Knicks in
game.
6. You have
Oh,
Hawks in
okay, okay.
7.
I have Knicks in seven.
Oh, Knicks.
Actually, no, I'm going to stick with Knicks in six.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't want to overreact, but it's like a less confident Knicks in six. But
Hmm.
if they, I don't know, game three can change my opinion a lot.
Well, if you lose game three, then yeah,
Well, no, and not even if they lose game three, if they play bad in game three.
yeah. Game three is a very underrated game in a 7 game series.
Right.
Because
Because
think about
no,
it.
it's
It's
because
either
people
1-1 or
say,
it's 2-0,
huh? Right.
right? So if it's 2-0 and you win it, you're up 3-0. Or if
Right.
you're the team that's down and you win, okay, you come back and you escape 3-0. And if it's 1-1
Hmm.
and you win and now it's 2-1, well, you win one more game and it's 3-1 and you really put a lot of pressure on them. Game
Right.
three is huge. But I guess you could
And the
say every game is
Hawks,
huge.
actually, I don't want to overreact because this still definitely feels like Knicks in six.
Hmm.
But man, Hawks in seven is looking better and better because they did just steal home court.
If they win game three, then we have to be talking about Hawks in seven.
Right. And honestly, if they win game three and then they come out and steal game four, like Hawks in six, like I think if they win
But
game
they'll be
three,
3-1.
no, if they win game three, Hawks in six is definitely in play.
Yeah,
But let's not get ahead of ourselves.
right.
But yeah, I think like people,
He's
I
fun.
think it's in
Huh?
in playoffs, it's very common. Like a common
No,
phrase
there's
is
some weed
like
outside, I think. Yeah.
I think a common phrase used
And
in
the rain is
playoffs is
crazy.
uh like everything is good until you lose a game at home. And the Knicks just lost the game at home.
Yeah.
I wouldn't panic if I were them, but like I would be concerned if you are a Knicks fan.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Like this is your year, right? You have a weaker Celtics team. You have a weaker Celtics team than last year. And then the Pacers aren't here. And like the Pistons aren't really that great. Giannis isn't here. It's like if this is a year to capitalize and you're here to like losing a game to the Hawks. If you lose the series to the Hawks, like this would be very disappointing.
No, for sure, yeah. Because they went
All
into
right.
the season kind of as
Mhm.
like the favorites in
Yeah.
the East.
Right.
Because no Pacers and Celtics were expected to be bad.
Yeah. Let's move on. Lakers Rockets. Uh I mean,
Oh, from here on out, it's all they've only played 1 game. So we've already
right,
gone
right,
in the
right.
first like 2 games. Yeah.
I think we both called this Lakers win, right?
Yeah, we both said the Lakers gonna win this one.
Um Now it wasn't like totally surprising when I saw Kevin Durant was questionable. I was like, yeah. And honestly, this was a must-win game for the Lakers, right? Because the Lakers like they needed this game to push this series to at least go to like even if they lose the next three games, at least they'll have game five. Just like every win, they're increasing the likelihood of Luka coming back. And I just think this game was so important because the Lakers, the biggest thing is like they're old. And so I think if they lose, a big reason could be stamina. So winning game one is just like huge. And LeBron had a wonderful game. But I think this just proves like everything. Like this channel, at least the two of us, are definitely Rockets haters. I think Ryan probably also.
Yeah.
And I think this game kind of just proved us right.
But Zach is definitely a Rockets blazer. He kind of just likes all these teams that that people don't like, but are pretty good.
Uh, Anyways, yeah. I mean, the Rockets just had a terrible game. Like, honestly, I'd have to say, like, there was Tari Eason their best player, maybe. Uh, Honestly, they probably should have played him more. He did not miss a shot. He went six. He had 16 and 10, three steals was wonderful. Um, Amen was good. Amen was pretty good too. 38% from the field isn't great, but like he
Hmm.
was decent. Played some good defense. Sengun, man. Honestly, the rest of this team, like I saw a thing online that said like they had no pride. Honestly, maybe. Like I don't think this is a Kevin Durant issue. Like obviously, KD being here would have helped, but like you kind of just let the Lakers get whatever they want, right? LeBron has not
Hmm.
had 13 assists. When's the last time LeBron had 13 assists in the playoff game? It's probably been a while.
Mm, yeah. 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 I think the Rockets definitely lack a lot of pride. At the end, the game was still in reach for them. They kind of just gave
Mhm.
up. Like it was really like
Mhm.
I saw Jabari Smith was kind of still trying. Now he wasn't trying with much success. Like he kind of just like brick two threes, one of them they hit the backboard. But like at least he
Mhm.
was trying. Um, on both ends of the floor, I felt like he was trying. The rest of the
Mhm.
team, I was like, well, where's the spirit? Like this game isn't done yet. You're young.
Mhm.
Like where's the ambition? Also, yeah,
Mhm.
Şengün just like unbelievable. But like DeAndre Ayton might have won that matchup, you know?
Right. And you don't see that
Um,
very often about DeAndre Ayton.
yeah, exactly.
1911 versus 1986.
Yeah,
Except one was 80% from the field, the other one was 31% from the field.
yeah,
And yeah, like stinky, stinky game from Sengun, honestly.
yeah.
I'm one of the Sengun's number like top haters, and I enjoyed that game. It was a very
Yeah.
successful hate watch.
Yeah. The Rockets also just have like no offense. Like
Mhm.
Şengün, he's supposed to be like baby Jokic, but like
Right.
where's the offense? You know, it's like you can get these assists. Like you look at the box score, oh, he still had 6 assists and 19 points. You watch the game, it's like the Rockets' offense isn't lethal at all. I guess it's also because they
Mhm.
lack a lot of shooting.
And like
Um,
Kevin Durant wasn't there, definitely played a big part.
and they don't have like a guard like Jamal Murray and maybe like some cutters, whatever. So maybe it's yeah, the Nuggets offense as a whole is more robust, but like I just don't see like I guess Şengün is kind of similar to Jokic, but like he's nowhere near the level that he should be at if he's being called baby Jokic. Um, and then yeah, the Lakers on the other hand, like they actually have an offense, right? Like LeBron is able
Mhm.
to even at this age, I mean, he's one of the greatest basketball minds ever, one of the better passers, still like a pretty athletic
Mhm.
guy. So he's still able to
Yeah.
do very much on offense. Uh, and actually like facilitate and create and run actions, whereas the Rockets were not. And then Luke
Mhm.
Kennard, like I mean, I guess like what a game, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. And Marcus Smart was pretty decent. DeAndre Ayton's decent, you know. So yeah.
What do you think about the series? Do you still have Rockets winning?
Yeah, I've Rockets in six. But I am a little like I had Rockets in six. I still have that. I'm a little more worried now. Uh
Mhm.
the Rockets don't look like they want to win. They
Mhm.
don't, you know. And the Lakers, like they seem really motivated. I think, not having Reese and Luka kind of served as like a little bit of like a morale boost almost. So yeah, I'm a
But
little
you still
worried.
have the
Like
Rockets winning.
I still have the Rockets winning, but now I think the Lakers could actually win this. I still think it's gonna be absolutely embarrassing if the Rockets lose this.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like they should consider blowing it up if they don't win this. And maybe Fred coming back, like Van Vliet coming back will help them, with the point guard. But it's just back-to-back years of good regular season performance and then going into the playoffs and just getting embarrassed.
I wouldn't even say good regular season performance.
I mean, good regular season win totals.
Yeah, I got.
I mean, I don't know much else to say about this. I think we can move on.
But what do you have?
Oh, I'm gonna still lean towards Rockets in six. I do think that the Lakers this. I don't think the Lakers can do this again. Like I doubt Luke Kennard's playing this well again. LeBron, I I hope he's still playing. I hope he can keep playing this well. I definitely enjoyed that game from LeBron, but I do think like the age will get to him. He's gonna run out of gas. I think they can maybe take this next game, but If Luka does not come back by games, if Luka doesn't come back, I have Rockets in 6. If Luka comes back, I have Lakers in 7.
Okay.
This game, this game was a blowout, right? I think this game and the game, I think the games after this were all just not very close. Actually, no. There's one more we have to talk about before. But yeah, this game and the game after this were both not very close. I think there was just like a huge misunderstanding on the Sixers' part where so they got a lot of switches on pick and rolls onto the Celtics big man. Um, but they didn't attack those. Instead, they chose to attack Tatum. And I think they just kind of said, like, we're going to test if your Achilles is really okay, which honestly I think is kind of weak, a kind of a low move. But I think Tatum held up really well. Maxi, Paul George, uh, like VJ, they all tried to attack Tatum. Tatum did a good job on them. Uh, Honestly, like Brown's shot was not falling in the first half. Brown had a pretty bad first half. Tatum was fantastic. Tatum was like Tatum was really good this game. He finished
Yeah.
with I think he finished with what 26 points or
I think it
25,
was
11, and
25.
7 with
Yeah.
with 6 steals. Like this guy was just amazing. Obviously, he didn't have a great 3-point shooting night, but man, he was good. Uh, like and honestly, like this game, Kata didn't even play very much, right? Like I said,
Yeah,
the Sixers are
Vucevic.
going to have trouble with the Celtics, like interior presence without Embiid, and they didn't even get much of Kata. Now, when Kata played, Kata was a beast. Uh, they couldn't really stop him. The pick and roll with Tatum was on point. But yeah, they were playing a lot of like Nikola Vucevic and like I think Luka Garza,
Hmm.
and the Sixers were still losing.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think like I'll get this out there ahead of it. Like Jason from Hoops Tonight is a big inspiration to us. I was listening to him after this game, and he was talking about how Andre Drummond was getting pulled outside by Vucevic a lot. And I definitely think that's true. Vucevic is definitely a little bit of a hotter, cold shooter. So he's someone you want to see him make one first, and then you go out and guard
Mm.
him. Outside of Maxi, just like the guards weren't very good. Kelly Oubre was inefficient, 0 for 5 from 3. Edgecombe 0 for 5 from 3. Obviously, like they will shoot better, but a lot of it was like bad shot selection.
Hmm.
And honestly, I think
Yeah.
the Celtics were just doing whatever they wanted.
Hmm. Yeah, I think this game kind of proved like this the Celtics championship ceiling. Um,
Right.
they're quite a bit better. And the
Well, I
Sixers
don't know
really
about
had
championship
nothing.
ceiling, but at least like favorites to come out of the East.
Well, championship ceiling is lower than that.
Right. So I'm saying
Yeah.
like I don't know if they have championship ceiling, but like I'm saying at least like this game is showing that they're like showing why they're favorites to come out of the East.
Okay, but they have a championship ceiling.
Sure, I agree with that, but I'm not sure that that was showed in this game. Is what
Oh,
I'm
okay,
saying.
sure, sure.
Like I'm not
Favorites.
sure. Like this game, I'm not sure they really showed anything that like convinces me they're gonna like be able to handle the teams from the West.
Oh, right, right.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
for that, I want to like I think I need to see a full game from Kada because
Yeah,
I think
you're
the
placing
West.
way too much emphasis.
No, but like the West teams, a lot of like the West teams are very big man heavy, right? The Nuggets, their main guy is Jokic. The Rockets, they have Sangoon. Uh, the Spurs have Chet. Spurs have Wemby. That's the Chet's not really on that level, but like you get the point. Like all these West teams have very competent centers, right? Like I think if you want to match up, like I think I need to like the Celtics are going to need a lot from Tatum.
Sure. Yeah, but like the Sixers had nothing going for them. Um,
Right.
Andre Drummond, who's been having pretty good games with Embiid out, was
Uh-huh.
awful.
Uh-huh.
Looked absolutely terrible. Looked
Right.
lost out there.
Uh-huh.
Tyrese Maxey, very inefficient game. BJ
Mhm.
Edgecombe, not great either. Paul George, also not great. So like,
Mhm.
I don't know. If the Sixers, we don't know when Embiid's coming back. Do you know?
I'm not sure he is. I actually looked up the timeline for the surgery he had, and normal recovery time would put him coming back like probably round two. And I don't think they're making it to round two. In fact, I
Okay.
don't even think they're like honestly from this game. I think I predicted Celtics in five. I'm not sure that fifth game is happening.
Okay. I
Like
had
obviously
Celtics.
it's a little bit of an overreaction, but like the Sixers are gonna have to play a lot better because the Celtics did not shoot that great from three either.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think this game showed like the Celtics can have a bad shooting night
Mhm.
and it might not matter because they're just so much
Right.
better in the paint this year.
Right. Yeah.
And honestly, like also, I think I really like Brown is just so much more aggressive this year.
hmm
And honestly, I think that like while I still think Tatum's the better player, I think the team plays better when Brown takes the 1A and then Tatum takes the 1B. Because I think Tatum is just a more passive player. And like the reason he's so good is because he's so complete and he does everything. But if we're talking about like aggression and like getting a shot, I do like Brown a little bit more,
Mm.
especially after this season.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, I had Celtics in six. I think I have Celtics in five now. They really need Embiid out there, Sixers.
Right.
Um,
I think if Embiid comes back, Celtics in six is definitely possible. If Embiid comes back, I don't know if he'll be healthy. Now, if we're getting healthy prime Embiid, uh, and he comes back like game three, then Sixers and seven is technically in play. If we're getting like prime Embiid, but like from what we're seeing and from the Embiid timetable, Celtics in four is very possible.
mm. They're going Celtics in four.
No, I'm still gonna stick with Celtics in five.
Mm.
It's just because I don't know. Actually, you know what? Celtics in four. We're calling it sweep. Uh, yeah.
Okay. I have Celtics in five from six to five.
I want to call Celtics in five, but like I think the main reason is just like I'm kind of scared and I don't want to like be too aggressive. But you know, you think about it.
This is the
Uh,
hoops and hot take.
this is the hoops and hot takes. It would not be right if we didn't give out a few hot takes.
Right.
Like as we said at the top of the show, this is hoops and hot takes, not hoops and good takes.
Yeah. Although I like
Spurs
to think
Suns.
that we do make
Now
some good takes
I
as
must
well.
say this series I feel very good about calling sweep.
Mm.
What is that? What was that? Party? What did that say? Party tray membership?
I was looking at a menu from a Chinese place.
Why are you looking at a Chinese menu?
Wait, the food actually looks pretty good.
Okay, what are we doing? This is turning into food and hot takes.
I mean, they got the pictures as well.
All right, Thunder Suns. Um, Shea had a very bad shooting night. He shot 27% from the field.
Mm.
Was 5 for 18. Uh, yeah, like it just like he shot terribly, and it just didn't matter because J Dub had 22 on 60%. Chet had 16. Like Just everyone played well. And the thing was like I think I said this in my clip before game one. It's just like the biggest thing about this the OKC Thunder is like how they pressure guards, right?
Right.
And the Suns struggled to get the ball up the court. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean the Suns don't have a traditional point guard.
Well, they
Um,
do. It's Colin Gillespie, but they just like,
nah,
well, I guess Colin Gillespie's not really traditional either. But yeah, I think they could probably use a Chris Paul right now. Well, not current Chris Paul, but like,
mm, yeah, I,
honestly, the Suns could use a center too.
they could use the center. Yeah,
Osa Ighodaro had 0 points.
that's not really his role though.
But yeah, it was just a super inefficient night from all of the Suns. Uh, Booker 47%. That's okay. Dylan Brooks went 20%, 27% from the field. Jalen Green 37% from the field. Yeah, just everyone was terrible.
Oh,
Hello, lock in.
wait, each month they have a different specials, or they have a discount based on the month. Wait, that's great.
What are we doing?
Pork and cabbage dumplings. April discount.
Wait, please put the menu away. Put the menu away. What is
Yeah.
going on?
Uh, who knows? They might have paid me to, give a little ad read on the hoops and all.
If only we were sponsored.
Uh, that is a little
Oh, you
sponsor
should you
from
should
the
go ask that restaurant to for us to sponsor to
local
sponsor us.
Chinese restaurant.
Local Chinese restaurant sponsorship.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this series, I had the what was it? The Thunder winning in five. I actually had the Suns winning the game one, just because I gave them every city. You can go watch the prediction thing. But but yeah, I mean the Suns they don't have like enough ball handling from their guards and
They honestly don't have enough of anything.
right, and they're just like a pretty mediocre team all around. And the Thunder are just like much better, and
Yeah,
their strengths just play very well into the Suns'
right.
weaknesses.
Yeah.
So
So
honestly, this
I'm gonna
could be a
predict a
sweep.
sweep. Um, they could win a game if they get hot enough from three, but
They don't
I
have the
think.
personnel for that.
Well, no, they do. They do. If Grayson Allen
Jalen
comes
Green and
back
Grayson Allen and Colin
and
Gillespie.
Colin Gillespie, like these are all in like Royce O'Neal are like some good 3 point shooters. Um,
I guess.
but yeah,
It's unfortunate. The Thunder, yeah, such an easy kind of road to the conference finals. I guess this is why you get the first seed.
yeah, that is why you get the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Next game,
Pistons Magic.
Pistons Magic. I'll let you start this
Yeah, I mean this one was surprising. I mean we knew that these are like two very kind of gritty teams. Uh
one.
right. They play very physical, a lot of defense, relatively young, lack
Mm-hmm.
shooting. Both teams lack shooting, right? Pretty
Right.
similar teams, but obviously the Pistons are the first seed. So the much better team. So it was very surprising when the Magic won this game. I think, right, the reasoning I gave for the Suns to beat the Thunder was because I had the Suns coming in motivated. They played the playing games. They're hyped. They're gonna kind of challenge the 1 seed. They're gonna steal the first game. That didn't happen. And then actually, right after that, I said you can give the same reasoning for the Magic and Pistons, but I just have the Pistons winning because I don't trust the Magic. Well, turns out I should have, because that reasoning I think was exactly why the Magic beat the Pistons in Game 1. Um, they the Pistons kind of just had the 1 seed locked up like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, you know? So they haven't
Hmm.
really had any competitive basketball in a while. Cade Cunningham hasn't really been playing basketball very much. So I think it makes sense that, they lost this game. I still think the series is easily the Pistons. I have the Pistons in 6 now. I think I had them in 4 or 5. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I maybe I'm just a Magic hater, but I just don't see this team advancing to the second round. They just don't
Right.
have enough
Neither do I.
offense.
But now that I'm thinking about it a little more, this could be like similar to they lost in 7 2 years ago to the Cavs. I think this is definitely like kind of similar to that. But I think I'll go with you, Pistons in 6. Uh now, um, like Jason from Hoops Tonight flipped his pick. He went from Detroit to Orlando, and that was definitely very eye opening to me. I did not expect that at all. And I'm gonna have to disagree with him on that. I think overreacting from Game 1. Paolo, actually Franz was a very special player. He was actually playing center for them down the stretch. I think Franz had a great game. Paolo had a great game. Uh, Asar did a great job on Desmond Bain. Desmond Bain was invisible. But yeah, I think Paolo and Franz are just too streaky of players to keep it up. So I do think that Pistons do end up taking it in 6.
Mm, yeah. Spurs Blazers. Another game that wasn't that close. I mean, I had the Spurs sweeping the Blazers. I still have that
Mhm.
going on. I think Danny Advia. I don't want to say he proved me wrong, but he kind of did. I said he's gonna have a bad series and get exposed. He had 30, but like, uh, he does what he does. He just kind of charges in on the right, just kind of throws it off and gets
He
free
only got
throws.
6 free throws.
Yeah, but he just like drives and he does his thing, and it only really worked when Wemby wasn't playing all that much. Um,
Mhm. Right.
but
Wemby was fantastic. I know he only had like what 4 rebounds, I
he
think,
had 5,
and
I
two
think.
blocks, or 5 rebounds and 2 blocks. But like he was so good defensively. Like the Blazers were scared to take shots inside. They were settling for pull up threes and pull up middies, like
Yeah,
taking inefficient shots. The guards could not get anything. Drew Holiday had 9 points. He had 11 assists, but he had 9 points on 4 of 15 shooting. Was 1 for 7 from 3. Scoot was actually okay. He was 7 for 11. But Shaden Sharp went 4 for 13. Uh, Klingon was kind of awful. 2 for 7, 0 for 3 from 3.
hmm
Um, Jeremy Graham went 2 for 6. Like just a very inefficient night for this whole team. Went
I think that's
31,
kind of what
90,
we expected.
39 out of 91. But yeah, Spurs are just a very good defensive team.
Right. That's kind of what we expected because
Mhm.
the Blazers, they thrive on Danny Advia driving and getting inside and kind of throwing it out and checking up threes. Well, they're not very efficient 3-point shot makers, especially in the playoffs where the intensity is much higher. You're much more tired. Like people don't talk about this enough. Like you got to be in shape. Like obviously you got to be in shape for the season, the regular season, as like a professional athlete. But in the playoffs, it's like a whole nother level because the contact, like that's very physically draining. Um, Mentally, it's pretty draining. So then you put all that together, it's a big reason. Like not only is it because the defense is better, but just because players are more tired. That's why like shooting numbers go down. Like obviously defense is better, but like I'm saying like this kind of intensity and tiredness where makes the shooting worse. And the Blazers already aren't great shooters. They lack playoff experience. So it's just like it's no surprise to me that they weren't making their threes. Um, and they can't really get much inside with Victor Wembanyama. So
Mhm.
yeah, I don't see how the Blazers will win this series. I don't even see how they win a game.
I mean, I can still see them winning a game. I had Blazers in six, I think, or Spurs in six. I think I'm down to Spurs in five. Sweep is definitely in play. We'll see.
Yeah, I very much have this as a sweep. I'll be surprised if the Blazers win a game because I'm not sure how they would.
Hmm.
Like maybe if the Spurs just like kind of don't take it very seriously and then just like don't really try, don't really hit
Hmm.
threes,
Hmm.
and then everything kind of goes around for the Spurs, then maybe.
But I think like the Spurs aren't even that dependent on threes.
Right, exactly. So it's like how they lose? I'm just not very sure.
Yeah. How would they lose?
They would lose if Damian Lillard comes back and he's prime Damian Lillard. They can lose
He's
again.
not coming back.
Right, exactly. So they're not losing.
Like even with Prime Dame, like the Spurs probably still lose.
Well, they won the series, I think.
Yeah.
But I think then
But
I can see
yeah,
them winning a few games.
right.
Because Dame, just having Dame alone, right? Like they're players. This is why I wanted Steph Curry in the playoffs. Because they're
Hmm.
just some players, if you have on your team, you're
Hmm.
capable of winning the game, like any
Right.
game.
Yeah.
And Damian Lillard is one of those. Steph Curry is one of those. I don't think Danny Avdija is one of those. You
No,
just
I don't
have
think
to be.
so
You're
either.
just like you always are capable of winning the game. But yeah,
Hmm.
okay. Oh
All right. So I think that about wraps it up with this episode, right?
yeah,
Um, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you think we're stupid, let us know. Um, yeah. Uh, watch basketball, enjoy these playoffs, and we'll see you on
yeah,
Thursday.
yeah. Those would be game two and game threes. No game
Mhm.
fours, right? I don't think we're gonna have game fours yet. Yeah,
Uh,
because I know Nuggets and I think Knicks Hawks play Thursday.
right, and so do Cavs Raptors.
Oh, so do Cav Raptors. Okay, and then tomorrow, Tuesday, will be some game twos. Wednesday will
Right,
have some game
tomorrow is
twos
going to
as well.
be Rockets Lakers, Sixers Celtics, Blazers Spurs, and then Wednesday is Magic Pistons and Suns Thunder.
Hmm.
So yeah, we'll have games. The first of the game threes will have started. Yeah, we'll see you then. Goodbye.